Well, good morning, students of Standard 9th. I welcome you to the third video. We were discussing the chapter The Beggar, written by Anton Chekhov. In the previous two videos, the first one was the animated summary of the chapter, and the second one was paragraph-wise explanation of the chapter. We had reached till the point where Sergei, the beggar, had reached Sergei's house to lift his furniture when he was about to shift his house and ended up doing nothing. He was made fun of by the other workers for his fancy coat and his laziness. But there was a change, and the only change that was noticed in him was he was not drunk that day. So we'll continue after that. Sergei said that he was happy to see the change in the beggar due to his scoldings. He gave him a ruble for his labor and asked him his name, and he had left drinking and was willing to work too. The beggar replied that his name was Lushkov. Sergei wanted to offer him better work and asked him if he could write. Lushkov replied that yes, he could write too. Sergei handed him a letter to be delivered to a friend of his. Sergei's friend would give copying work to Lushkov. He instructed him to work hard, and they parted. Sergei was happy that he had reformed a man. He tapped Lushkov on his shoulders and shook hands with him. Lushkov went away with the letter and never returned. Now, Sergei noticed the change in the beggar. He saw that he was no longer drinking. He had stopped drinking. So now he was ready for proper work. So he wanted to know two things: his name and whether he was educated. The beggar said his name was Lushkov, and yes, he was educated, he could write. So he gave him a ruble for the work he did and gave him a letter recommending him for copying job, and said you need to work hard and don't drink anymore. Sergei was even happy. I told you, he was self-righteous man. He thought he was responsible for reforming Sergei. It was him who picked him up from the streets while begging and then gave him a job which reformed him. Slowly but steadily, the man reformed and was now willing to work. After 2 years, one evening, Sergei was standing at the ticket window of a theatre. He was buying a ticket. He saw Lushkov standing next to him. He was well dressed, wore a coat, the collar was made of fur, and wore a cap made of seal skin. He was shy as he asked for a ticket of the gallery seat and paid for it in coins made of copper. Sergei recognized Lushkov and met him. He asked how he was, what he was doing, and how everything was going. Lushkov replied that he was fine and was working as a notary. He got paid 35 rubles a month. Now, 2 years after the incident, with Sergei and Lushkov parting, they suddenly accidentally met at a theatre. Sergei noticed that Lushkov was not only reformed but was well dressed and speaking politely, and he offered copper coins to buy gallery tickets. Gallery tickets are the most expensive ones in a theatre. So Sergei recognized him, wanted to know how was Lushkov and what was he doing. Lushkov replied that he was fine, and now from a copying job he had been elevated to the post of a notary, and now he got 35 rubles. He was earning 35 rubles a month. Sergei was glad and thanked God for reforming the beggar. He said that he considered Lushkov to be his godson because it was due to his scolding that he was a changed man. That day the beggar had been at his feet asking for mercy. He was glad that Lushkov did not forget his words. Right? Now Sergei was very glad. He thought, I changed a man from a beggar to a notary. It's great. You are my godson means I am your godfather. I did something for you that your father couldn't. I gave you a better life. Right? I changed your life for better, which your father couldn't. So I am a God sent father for you. That was the logic. He was so self-righteous. He was so self-confident that it was his actions that changed Lashkov. He was happy that his scolding changed Lashkov. Had he not scolded him, Lashkov would still be begging on streets, and he was glad that Lashkov remembered all the words Sergei said. He worked hard, and now he was earning better, and he even had stopped drinking. Lashkov thanked him and said that if he had not met Sergei that day, he would still be lying and begging. He came out of the pit with the help of Sergei and was glad for his help. So Lashkov agreed. If I had not met you, I would still be lying on the street, lying to people and begging. It's because of you I came out of the pit and you helped me get a job as well. So that's your help. So that's very true. He thanked Sergei for his kindness. He was grateful to the cook. She was a noble woman. Although Sergei had been kind to him, it was Olga who saved him and reformed him. Now he dropped a bombshell. He said, yes, of course, it's your effort. If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have met Olga. And I'm grateful to her. It is because of Olga that I am reformed now. Otherwise, I would have been same. Lashkov continued that when he would visit the place to chop wood, Olga would scold him. She would feel sad for him and cry for him. She felt very sad for him and would chop all the wood for him. Her behavior changed him. Just then the bell rang and Lashkov bowed to Sergei and left for the gallery of the theater. See the point over here. What was Lashkov's main problem? Drinking. If he had continued drinking, how much work you offered, he couldn't have done it. So his solution lied in him quitting drinking. And how did this come about? This came about because of Olga. Olga scolded him, she cried for him, she cursed him. She did everything a mother would do. And she did all the work that was assigned to Lashkov. And with that money, Lashkov somehow survived. And whenever he thought of Olga, he couldn't drink anymore. And he was reformed. When he stopped drinking, he became sober. He became a normal man again. He started working hard and became a successful notary. So, what reformed? Love and affection of Olga reformed Lashkov, not Sergei's scoldings. Now, the first question. Has Lashkov become a beggar by circumstance or by choice? Lashkov became a beggar due to his circumstances. He had been a singer at the choir, but was removed due to his drunkenness. Left with no other option, he started begging to find for himself. What reasons does he give to Sergei for his telling lies? Lashkov told Sergei that he was fired because he was a drunkard. If he told the truth, people would not give him alms. Thus, he was forced to lie. Is Lashkov a willing worker? Why then does he agree to chop wood for Sergei? Lashkov was not willing to work because he was not fit. He was hungry, felt cold, and was under the influence of alcohol. He agreed to chop wood for Sergei because of his pride and shame. He was trapped in his own words. Sergei says, I am happy that my words have taken effect. Why does he say so? Is he right in saying this? When Sergei met Lashkov for the first time, he was reluctant to work. Gradually, he took to work and reformed. Sergei felt that his words and deeds had changed Lashkov. He is right in saying so because if he had not offered him work, Lashkov would still be begging in the streets. Lashkov is earning 35 rubles a month. How is he obliged to Sergei for this? Lashkov is obliged to Sergei for earning 35 rubles a month as a notary. When Sergei noticed that Lashkov had given up drinking, he offered him a better job, due to which Lashkov became a notary one day. Right. During their conversation, Lashkov reveals that Sergei's cook Olga is responsible for the positive change in him. How has Olga saved Lushkov? Olga hated the beggar. She scolded him, felt pity for him, and even chopped the wood for him. She would cry to see his pathetic condition. All this had an effect on Lushkov, and he was reformed. That changed him. So we are done with this chapter. We'll meet again with my next video next week. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take good care of yourself.